Hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, so I hope you're having a nice weekend. I've been tidying up. I've been sorting all my stuff out. I said to my husband, when you're a little bit better, I'll cheer you up. We'll go to car boot sale and, just get rid of a few bits. No one told me they didn't want for at least a fortnight, but anyway. It's all in the hallway. It'll be in the kitchen. It'll be in everywhere. We've got prams and everything. A cot. I was going to give them all away, but my husband said to me before Christmas, all you do is throw money out the door. So I thought, right, I'll give him something to cheer himself up and do while he's not working at the moment because of his hand. Bless him. Okay, so we're going to look at, well, talking of hands, actually, we're going to talk about the Labour Party, the Greens, Reform, Advance, Restore. Basically, I want to know, and I've got a gut feeling as well, I want to know how this changes things because none of them saw it coming. None of them. Okay, so how do Labour feel about the Greens vote? Well, you see, it don't matter how much pandering you do. I believe this demographic is speaking out to Reform and Labour as well. So they know they lost it. Oh, and they know they lost it themselves as well. But that Starmer's looking for people to blame. Well, in a way, I know they've got themselves to blame, but in a way, it's down to a certain demographic voting the way in a certain way that they shouldn't be, which is obviously the family vote. And they organised themselves, They organised themselves, so, unbelievable, really, but like I said to you, that was a sign of the times to come. So I'm hoping all parties are learning lessons. What will Labour do regarding this family voting? It's illegal. What will they do? What steps will they take? So we've got something in writing, not seen in the dark. Now, this could be two things. Excuse me. It could be that they encourage these family votes to just vote by, polls. Is that you get a poll card, a voting card. So I kind of feel like that's, they're going to make it easier to do that because they lost that audience that they wanted, that demographic. So what they'll do is try and make it easier for them. Which isn't what I wanted to know. Or hear, sorry. Saying that they're lost. Well, yes. They also believe it was their fault. Yes. How are they going to deal with this cheating thing? Do it at home, in the dark. How do Labour feel about... Sorry, I'm thinking it's all about the question. How do... I don't know. It's not like trickery. It's like they're flummoxed. Okay, what action will they take to get the vote? No. Do Labour now see that demographic as a threat to the UK? It's to do with the women voting. So we know why they lost. I kind of feel like, really, oh my God, is Keir Starmer going to try and make it easier for women of that demographic to vote? Says don't know yet. Decision not made. So maybe they're kind of looking at something, investigating, and then we'll decide after that. Well, that was clear as mud really for Labour. Actually, I think there's one question I should have asked. Do Labour regret allowing this demographic to vote? Right, Labour are going to do sod all about it, okay, because they want to win those votes back. And oh my God, they're going to bring in some kind of voting role for the women. You know, do it at home where no one can see you. But how do that certain demographic feel about voting for Labour? You've got a warning, you know. It's definitely a warning. They've picked their Greens to send a message. It's all about them sending a message. I mean, aside from that, they might have lost a seat, but, you know, it's looking terrible. The future's looking terrible where voting is concerned. Okay, they're not going to do out about it. Right. Because that demographic are going to isolate themselves, you know. They're not interested in Labour. So I don't know what's gone on here, whether, you know, because apparently they were supposed to love Labour, but I'm getting that there's not much love there for them at all. It's as if they're changing. All you'll get now is, you know, you can probably get your own party as well. Oh my God. Is that demographic going to do their own party? Well, I think you need support. It's not now, but they will do. Okay, let's look at Reform. How do Reform feel about the tactics used in the Green Party? You know, behind closed doors, this is what you see. You push towards that demographic. You threaten them in some way to take away their freedom or to encourage, you know, mass deportation. I mean, this is just like a small scale of things. I think they're going to find out, you know, that this is completely unrealistic. Whatever that, you know, it shocked them. It shocked them. I think they're trying to hide hidden things, you know, being. How do they feel about the tactics used? They didn't see it coming. I mean, I will say the blessing of this is you can see exactly now what the format will be for future voting. And I mean, I don't know why those residents haven't gone out in Gorton and, you know, got off their arse. Every vote counts, every single vote, you know. So I don't know why they've done that. I've thought about it. You know, maybe it's that there's that voter apathy that they don't understand, or, you know, they don't see they're not awakened as such. A taxi driver called me awakened the other week. Ah! Yeah, not gets past me, mate. Anyway, yeah, so didn't see it coming. How do they feel about, you know, the demographic going for Greens and not Reform? Oh, did you think you had a deal in the bag, you know, if you've been to the mosques and everything, sending your own out? They actually now see this as a threat to national security. So, you know, I'm glad they're waking up as well. You've been sleepwalking for a long time. Long time. This is years in the making, you know. This is bloody terrible. What action will they take against this tactical voting? I think by educating people, you know, talking about it as well, what will they do? I'm getting messages, so obviously they're going to get some kind of conclusion to this, but this kind of system will stay, like you say, you know, they're going to make it easier. They're going to make it easier. But again, at least we get to see how it's working and what they're doing. Like, it was one seat. It was a big seat for Labour. It was a no seat for Reform. So they didn't actually lose, did they? Labour lost. How will, you know... What will be the outcome of this family voting scenario and accusations of cheating? So basically, it's exactly what I said there, you know. They'll just do ways. They're going to probably try and recount and everything, but at the end of the day, I don't think, you know, they could have won at all, even if you got the percentage. And I don't know if, like, 15,000 voted Greens, 10,000 Reform, and then 5,000, you know. When you add them all up, it was tactical voting regardless, but it wasn't just the fact that it was family voting, it was the fact how it was communicated, the instructions from the mosque leaders as well. They have a council everywhere, and believe me, they're a lot more effective than our councils, that's for sure. Oh, the sun's come out. Oh, sorry guys, that might be a bit blurry for you, but anyway. Okay, so what can be done about it where Reform are concerned? Yeah, they're not going to get very far at all. There's like no decision. All it does is highlight that they need another law bringing in on rules for the women to vote. I don't think we should be able to vote with polling cards. Not like that anyway. There's loads of people and loads of abuse. I mean, obviously people that are housebound and that, yeah, different. So what we got? Labour. Okay. How do the Greens feel about this win? This guy knows he's definitely not capable of being a leader at all. He's got a false sense of security. So, you know, he knows about the tactical voting. He knows that his party hasn't been voted in what you would say a democratic way, that it's been mainly swayed by a language as well, so they know. I mean, some of the things that they want to promote, honestly. Do the Green, does this Zach Polanski, is he called Zach Polanski? I think he is. Anyway, if I've got the name wrong, I do apologise. But he's the leader of the Green Party. So does this guy actually believe he can, be the next Prime Minister? So you got somebody coming in, like a partnership. So I'm getting unlikely. Budget, in and out, in and out. No, I think he absolutely knows that, you take the Green Party to success, then he will be supplanted by, somebody from their demographic. So he would be out, so he's not expecting to stay in. He gives himself 2 years. And that could be, where an election's concerned. Heaven forbid. Will the Greens win the next election? Will he? Well, I've got a good speaker. That definitely isn't him, is it? I don't know, they want somebody. They want a different man, a new man, a man not in the team. I think the Greens are going to partner up with a party. The Greens going to, partner up with another party. No. I kind of feel it gets replaced. Is that Andy Burnham? Is the King of Wands universe Andy Burnham? No. Oh, good. No. And I don't think he's going to have much luck at all. Has he got anything to do with children's homes and stuff like that? Because there's a lot of trouble coming his way. So what else we got? Reform, Labour, Greens. Oh, Tories. Okay. How about the Tories? How do the Tories feel about losing? I don't know if they had anybody, but anyway. How do the Tories feel about this voting fiasco? So I think Kemi's probably gone into this and wants an investigation. And I'm getting knowledge, new knowledge to be revealed. So I think you're going to hear from something about from the Tories. Okay, what information will be revealed? Are you telling me that it's telling me it's new ways to vote? Yes or no? No. I'm getting more and more and more. people being paid to vote? No. Oh, is it to do with new voters? New? Yes. So that's about, you know, this demographic coming in who are apparently just signing up and voting and getting the rights to do that. So I think that's where Kemi's coming from, that, you know, this shouldn't be allowed. If you're not a British citizen, whatever you, then you can't vote. So I think there's that. So Labour wants to just allow women to vote in their own homes. Tories seem to be, you know, pushing this because look at reform. I mean, it's just pathetic. The Greens are showing a bit of initiative. In leaflets and printing, you know, I get that being talked about as well. I mean, it's just, it's an absolute, it's not a joke, is it? It's not a joke. My dad said to me this morning, he went, bloody hell, he went, the world's gone mad. I said, I know. What action will the Tories take to ensure that we're treated fairly? Oh, they'll bring it up. You know, you're getting a House of Lords as well. You're getting, you know, bills. I mean, they can take the internet off you, can't they? They can kick you off Twitter, but they can't see who's actually voting for real. And it's not that it's not real, okay? It's that it's been abused and misused. So I'm sure she will bring it up at Prime Minister's question. Will she be successful? I think she will. It's them pulling stunts, Labour. You know, that demographic they're so bothered about don't actually care for Labour anymore. So wishy-washy. And I don't know why it took a Green seat or, you know, the absolute upheaval we've had for Labour to see that they should have been doing these things in the first place. You know, that it's us that counts. We know what we want. We have to work. We have to go here. We have to be on a waiting list. You can't get a dentist. You know, your kids are being taught by terrorists, and that's exactly what new teachers are these days. Anybody taking advice from a bloody, you know, educational authority, they should be hung, drawn and quartered, in my opinion. Can the stories, yeah, you're right there. Can the Tories prevent this happening again? Absolutely, you know, but only by changing the law. Only by changing the law. So, you know, if anybody's going to pull out the bag, it is the Tories. I don't know whether to leave off Advance UK because they're not big enough and Race on either, but I don't know. Oh, go on then. So Advance UK, how did Advance UK feel about the tactical voting situation? Oh, I think he thinks that he's finished. How does Ben Habib feel about his party? I don't think Advance UK is going to be anymore. Okay, I'm sorry to say, I don't know why he's taking it so badly, to be fair. But I think, you know, Ben is a man of integrity, really. And he knows deep down that his party cannot compete with Restore Britain. And that's why he wanted it, you know, so badly. So, but, you know, what I would say to Ben is, you'll find your own way, you know, your own path, your own anchor. He'll be able to, you know, combine politics. I think he's just going to have to take some time out, maybe, you know. It really has upset him. It really has. And, like, obviously not coming anywhere near Greens as well. You know, it's just like, the whole game's just rigged, and most of the time, if you are genuine, it takes utter bloody strength and craziness, you know, to get yourself through it. But what will happen to the Advance Party? I know you've spelt it out, I know. Why is Ben so bitter? So I don't know what Ben does, but there's another stunt coming. And bar stunts, I mean, much of the same, where he's been going out and saying things. You know, look, at the end of the day, this is about people not sharing information with Ben, and so Ben won't feel. Now, I know some of you love him, and I know some of you don't, so, but I'm just explaining to both sides. He likes to be in contact with you, you know. He likes to share information or have information as well. I feel like he just feels locked out and isolated. You know, at the end of the day, Ben, if it hasn't worked out, it hasn't worked out. Do something else, try something else. Or take time to reflect as well on what could have been done better. Okay, how do Restore Britain feel about the tactical voting? Well, I've got bad timing there, but I don't think it is bad timing. I think it's a blessing that it went on there. So it's like, yeah, you know, we lost and other people lost and everybody lost, you know. So I think it's that, really, you know, getting the message home to us that it's our responsibility like never before. You can't just leave it to somebody else. You must go and vote. Because, you know, you've got your tactical voting, but like I say, it didn't matter. The Greens won by a mile. Because of those voting for them, you know, they all went out and voted. So it's time for us to get our act together. And, you know, otherwise we're going to lose, guys, and you're just not going to want to be there in the future when that happens. We'll restore Britain, you know. Will they take any action? So I've got something false here. and remove yourself from a damaging situation. So I'm getting a... So for restart, I asked about what did they think. Well, it's not good. And then false. Again, I feel like, joining with their Tories and agreeing. Will restore Britain. Agree with the Tories stance on this. Absolutely, and I think the Tories and Restore Britain, this is where it comes to getting things done. So, of all the parties, it's mainly looking like they're Tories and with the support of Restore Britain as well. You just don't want a slanging match, do you? So they'd have to come up with something very creative, okay, to be able to sort these the wheat from the chaff, because I know for certain all you have to do is spell their name wrong by one bloody letter. Maybe it's not got an S on the end or a T or something, and it's easy to do with a foreign name. Or they're just giving the mates names, it's that kind of system that needs to be beat. What else could Restore Britain do? Take legal action if need be. It's unfair. Well, I don't think we're going to get any more out of that, I think that's exactly what's going to happen. And the fact that your mosque leader, who's like in a position of your religion, is instructing you who to vote, that's not legal neither. Anyway, outcome for Labour in future voting. Mahmood looks good. Outcome for reform. Yeah, I think, people all have to come together and work together on this. It looks like they are doing it as well. That woman is definitely dark in skin tone. That'll be Farage telling the world in interviews. Outcome for the Greens in future voting. Well, it worked last time, so that's what they'll say. It worked last time. They've got people joining as well. I don't know why, but I think Greens are going to go through a little bit of a growth spurt, to be fair. And I do think like some mad people will go over to the Greens. Maybe they can calm him down. Outcome for the Tories. Yeah, again, focusing on these false claims and everything and cheating. outcome for Advance UK. Oh, I don't feel sorry for him. But do you know what it is? It's that he can't shift his emotion. He needs to turn it round and think positively, you know? If you're just going to see doom and gloom everywhere, you know, or be hurty, and not see and have strength to go forward, then you might as well just hang your coat up. Outcome for Restore Britain. Don't take risk. I think their message will be, now is not the time to, you know, not do anything about it. But I do actually feel like they'll be looking at the structure. So again, it's interested into it. I mean, Ben won't know which place to lock, left or right. You got the Tories Restore. You got the Greens, like, you know, off the heads on heroin. Isn't that what they said? Legalise it. But they're just crazy, aren't they? Crazy. Dangerous. Crazy. But like I say, I think it's just a warning shot, you know, from that demographic to all party leaders. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there, okay? And I will be back soon with another reading. Bye now. Bye-bye.